I have become the best known sport flooring contractor in the world, and I'm just getting started. Hello, this is Paul Nelson with Western Sport Floors, Wyoming Wood Floors, coming to you today from Missoula, Montana. I have my friend, Mr. Jerry Brainard, Revolution Manufacturing.
Yes, sir.
And you are from Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Yes, sir. Homes of the Cheeseheads.
Love them Packers,
Yes.
don't you? You'd do anything for the Packers.
Maybe.
So Jerry, your company has specialized in recovering drums for the hardwood flooring industry for a long time.
Correct. We started almost 23 years ago with the specific purpose of recovering drums for all wood floor sanding machines. Any make, model, or size, we do them.
So I got a drum here, and I don't know if we can see it very good on the camera, but this thing, this is a warrior. It's a vet. It's been really beat up badly.
Hit a couple nails here.
Hit some nails. Who knows what we all hit. But you took a look at this drum, and you were able to give me a history. Can you tell me about it?
Yes. Every time a drum comes in to our shop, we put in a stamping that actually puts in the date, the number for the customer, and the number of drums that they've done that month. So I can tell you that we have recovered this drum twice, and I believe Floor Styles has also recovered this drum twice. So it's been recovered covered a total of 5 times because the original equipment manufacturer had it done initially. And we still see a lot of aluminum, so there's a lot of aluminum core left. So this thing has probably got another 5 recoveries left in it.
Oh, that is fantastic. So how old do you think that drum is?
Depending on if it was sport floor or residentially used, I would say if it was a sport floor, probably 10, maybe 15 years old. If it was residential, probably 20 to 25.
So it's been around a while.
Yes.
Potentially. So Jerry, I mean, this drum, like I say, the covering is beat up, the cams aren't in it anymore. But when you redo this drum, it's effectively going to be at a new spec.
Brand new.
Okay.
Brand new.
You're going to balance it?
We're gonna first go through and inspect it. Obviously the cams are missing, but if the cams weren't missing, we would check the cams, check the diameter of the cams so that they are clamping down correctly. We're going to check the squares of the cam to make sure that the wrenches get on there nice. And we're also going to check between the brass nut and the steel cam. Sometimes the brass nut starts to wear and you get play with your cams, which also then gives you play with the paper going in the drum. So that's the cams. And then we're going to check the holes. The holes have to be, on this drum, a .875 spec. We're going to check both sides. If they're in spec, we go ahead and we'll start the recovery process.
Okay. So now this one, the cams are missing, so I understand that's a little bit more. But on a typical drum recovery, you're going to put on the new rubber.
Yep.
You're going to balance it,
Yep.
inspect it, and if there's nothing out of the usual, what does that cost approximately?
Approximately, it's going to cost about $400.
Okay. And then you guys also make brand new OEM drums for different manufacturers.
Yes, we make OEM drums for a couple of U.S. manufacturers of wood floor sanding machines, and I'm not going to say who they are, but anyways, yeah, we've been doing that for years now. The other thing I wanted to mention is you might have seen us on the Discovery Channel. We were on a show called How It's Made. They came in and filmed us for a whole day, 13 hours.
Nice.
For about a 5-minute clip.
Okay.
But they went through the whole process with us, you know, from stripping the rubber off to sandblasting the drum, to putting it back together, doing a skin cut on the aluminum to get them perfectly in tune, because we cut everything between centers so that, you know, it's not chucked up, or it's between centers, so like when you grind it, it is perfectly in round.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if this was an OEM brand new drum, what is the manufacturer's suggested retail price on that?
The MSRP on this drum is $1,725, $1,725.
So your core value on your drums is very high.
Yes.
Because it only costs $400 to
Yes.
recoat it effectively. That's a
Yes.
core charge of $1,300 or $1,375.
Yes.
Okay. So hang on to your drums. Is that the bottom line?
Yeah. Yeah. There's no reason not to take your drum and have them recovered. Now, a lot of times, you know, as we know in business, we got to keep rolling. We don't have time. We have a 5-day turnaround on sponge drums, and you don't have time to wait. I'm just going to sit around and wait for a couple weeks to get my drum back. So sometimes it's good to have an extra drum on hand so that you can put the new one or that's been recovered already on and keep rolling.
All right. So sport flooring contractors, you welcome them to call Revolution Manufacturing out of Eau Claire, Wisconsin directly, call you directly, sport flooring contractor.
Absolutely. We've been working with sport floor contractors since we started back in 1996. And we work with distributors across the country. If you're not a sport floor contractor, call your local distributor, and they will either they buy from us already, or they can find out how to contact us.
Excellent. So that's kind of your protocol. You work with distributors for the residential
Yes.
guys. The sport floor guys, I suppose you figure that you're going to get multiple drums from them.
Yes, they send a lot of drums. They send usually more drums in than a lot of distributors.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're hard on stuff. Jerry, we had a great video. I suppose most of the folks that are watching this watched the video that we did on your little Rev Rider yesterday.
Yes.
You had that thing hooked up to an edger. We got some great feedback. We got some people that were very skeptical. And that's fine. Any new product that you bring into the marketplace, you're going to have both ends of those, and
Absolutely.
and there's no problem with that. We've been having an ongoing discussion about mechanization, robotics, where this industry is going. We're here in Montana, which relative to a major city on the East Coast, on the West Coast, we have a very relatively low labor rate.
Correct.
It's still our number one cost to doing business.
Absolutely.
And let's face it, getting down on your hands and knees in the dust and edging a gym floor or a house floor is not a great option for anybody. And so some sort of mechanization or robotics is just bound to come into our industry sooner or later.
Yes.
We've even talked about some kind of a riding nailer system.
Absolutely.
I think that is way overdue in our industry.
I did not sleep last night.
Excellent. That's what I like. The men and women in my life not sleeping well at night.
Well,
We better leave it right there, Jerry. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for making the trip to Montana.
thank you for your hospitality.
And it's darn cold in Wisconsin right
we're
now.
taking our time on the way back.
Absolutely. It's going to be 30 degrees and sunny in Montana today. Aren't you glad you came? All right. For Western Sport Floors, Wyoming Wood Floors, this is Paul Nelson coming to you from Missoula, Montana. You make it a great day.